Well, friends, good morning. There's something about this gospel, like so many other gospels, I think, but this one in particular that just kind of gets under our skin maybe a little bit. I think that there's maybe some of us who hear what Jesus is saying to Martha, right? Martha, Martha, you're anxious and concerned about many things. There's need of only one thing, Martha. And we sit here, we hear it, we're kind of like rolling our eyes a little bit like, but someone still has to cook the food, Lord, right? Someone's still got to do the dishes. Like there's just something about this gospel that gets under our skin, that challenges something deep in us. I was thinking about how it's similar to that one gospel where the parable Jesus talks about the day laborers, the ones who start working early in the morning and then they go out and hire more throughout the day and then they get their pay at the end of the day. And the early guys think they're going to make more, but they all make the same. And it's just something in us that's just like, I don't like that. I don't like that. Right? I just feel like that there's, that there's a lot of us who sympathize with Martha. And that's okay if that's where we're at. That might be where I'm at, but let's just be honest. This is where we're at. I think it's an oversimplification to put it this way, but I'm just going to oversimplify it anyway. I think perhaps the reason why we struggle with this gospel in particular is because in our culture and in our world, like we just have so breathed in and prioritized the value of doing over being. We have prioritized productivity over leisure. Like imagine if you were, catching up with someone on the street or you saw them in a coffee shop. Or I'll just put it in my scenario. We got the priest convocation starting today. So all the priests will be getting together Tuesday through Friday. And I'm just imagining a scenario, seeing a brother priest I haven't talked to in a while. Hey, how are things? How are things going? If his response was, oh, it's just so restful. I don't know what I would say. I don't know what I would do. Because nobody says that. Nobody says that. Oh, I just have so much time to read. I'm working on my tan. No, it's how are things? Busy, full. I'm doing a lot of things. I'm achieving a lot of results. I'm active. I'm the doer before I'm the beer. All those things. We sympathize with Martha because of that. Like there's a part of us that's like, yeah, Lord, tell Mary to get off her butt and get in the kitchen and do something, help her sister. But then again, we're confronted by Jesus' words, his words that are just stubbornly there. And they've been there for 2,000 years, challenging this tendency in us, this tendency to prioritize doing over being. And they're challenging this lie that we believe deep in ourselves that we have to work hard for the Lord to earn his love. Or we've got to be about many things to impress the Lord to earn his grace. It's just not true. It's just not true. The spiritual life is not a working hard to attract the attention of God. Ultimately, the spiritual life is an achievement of receiving from the heart of God, which is what Mary chose, which is why she chose the better part. There's just nothing that consoles the heart of Jesus more than a heart that sits before him open and receptive. Nothing. Just assuming that Marian posture, right? The invitation from Jesus is always, first, it's, hey, come be with me. Be with me. And then from within the context of the relationship comes the mission. But first always is the being, then the doing comes. So let our hearts be confronted and challenged by this gospel again today. I sure know I am. Amen.